About half an hour north of Hobart, in the suburb of Bridgewater, the houses are mostly surrounded by open paddocks and patches of bush. But I'm visiting a gardener who is building a distinctly different vibe. Far from the cold, rocky outcrops of South America, hundreds of cacti have found a home here among the gum trees. Matt Gamble has converted a paddock into a considered display of his collection.
I've been a landscaper for about 17 years and decided it was time to start planting my own garden out. I started with succulents. I thought they'd be a bit harder to kill than most other plants.
Yeah.
And then, moved into cactus when I realised there were some you could grow outdoors here in Tasmania. They're not just a hothouse plant. Yeah. Here I am a few thousand plants later.
One thing leads to another.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And you actually grow some from seed, so you're getting some weird and wonderful shapes coming on as well.
Yeah, that's the beauty of growing from seed. Because they're two different parents, there's a few hundred different hybrids and seed-grown bits and pieces. And,
yeah, that's a lot.
And it really showcases the difference in them all and the subtle difference sometimes.
I love that. And you won't find that at your local nursery.
No.
And how big will these ones get behind us?
They can eventually get 6 metres tall and hundreds of arms, and they're quite spaced apart at the moment, but they'll really fill in the next few years. So.
How old are they at the moment?
They're about 7 years old from a 30 centimetre cutting, and once they get their legs in the ground, they really start growing quite quick. So.
Wow, so another 7 years, we'll be walking through a very tall forest.
It'd be a big forest of them, you won't be able to go anywhere through here without getting spiked. So, yeah.
And you even went to South America to see them in the native habitat.
Yeah, it was a nice trip to go over and see them growing in their natural habitat and hiking around the mountains and seeing them big, old, beautiful stands that were hundreds of years old and falling and sprawling and spreading and seeing such a diverse range in such a concentrated area.
And how did all that research translate back to here in Tasmania?
It was nice seeing them in their growing conditions, that they get a bit of rain sort of most days in their growing season, but also warm but not hot, not desert cactus.
And so you can actually grow them outside in Tassie.
Yeah.
And they're thriving.
Yeah. They kind of love our climate. I think some parts of the mainland maybe get a bit too hot for them, whereas we get a bit of a break from the heat here, which I think they enjoy.
That's amazing. And how about soil? What kind of soil do they love or not love?
You just want the soil to be quite free draining. I'm on pretty heavy clay here, so I'm trying to build everything up. Yeah, they don't want wet feet for too long.
And so you've brought some organic matter in?
Yeah, I get lots of different fill from various job sites and through work, and it's kind of anything just to get me up out of the clay here, which is fine for them. Yeah.
Many of Matt's cacti are forms of Trichocereus, San Pedro cactus. And Matt, what is it about Trichocereus that you like so much?
I love the hardiness of them. I love that, they can handle the cold, but also the warmth, and they love a drink, and they're not your typical desert cactus.
Yeah.
And then I also love the variability in the species. Like you get these ones down here that originate from Peru, and they're quite blue and fat and spiny, and then these other ones here that are sort of spineless and originate in Bolivia. So
it seems so wrong, but these ones you can actually pat.
Yeah.
There's no spikes.
Yeah, it's everything you don't think of when you think of cactus.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Which, they're definitely a bit more user-friendly. And
what is going on with these beautiful mutant-looking cacti?
So these are crested Trichocereus. So these are one of the main reasons I started growing from seed, was to get all these weird and wonderful different shapes. And as you can see on some of these ones, they still grow nice straight bits, which will form flowers, and hopefully I can make my own one day. Crested is this kind of fan shape. This one here, which shows a really good example of the fan shape, but also monstrose, which is another type of mutation, which gives it this typical kind of melted look. And they continue growing sort of straight up, but melt out and do all sorts of weird things.
It's so sculptural. I love the weird things.
Coming down into this bed here, some of my favourites. They're mostly Chalaensis and then Chalaensis hybrids.
And then you've got these amazing soft native grasses running through this area, which is a beautiful contrast.
Yeah, I love it, and it's to create a home for all our furry friends. It's their home too. They were here before me, so somewhere for them to hide.
Yeah, great habitat, visually beautiful as well.
Lots of poas and lamandras and some dianellas in here, so lovely
Yeah,
Tassie
all
natives. And-
really hardy grasses.
Yeah.
But they're visually quite soft compared to the cacti. which
yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
It.
It just adds a really nice contrast.
Yeah. And then amongst that, you've got 2 contrasting mulches, which is looking amazing. Is there a functional reason for that as well?
Yeah, I like the softness of the gum bark, but then also with the gravel, it helps keep the moisture away from the base of the cactus rather than the soft organic matter holding the
Yeah.
moisture right around the bottom of them.
Love that. It's so good. You can create different kind of microclimates within a very small footprint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and just visually as well. It's a nice,
Ah.
nice difference, yeah.
Gorgeous. So your garden is spikier than most. Has your family had to learn how to tread carefully?
Yeah, definitely. My dog Nacho somehow manages to dodge them mid-air while he's chasing the ball. And
Impressive. Yeah.
fortunately for May, she's grown up around them, her whole life, so she's very curious about them, but she's also very cautious as well. She
yeah.
keeps us all on our toes. Yeah.
That's great. And is there a bit of a cactus community forming in Tasmania?
Yeah, definitely. It's reforming again, and I help organise and run a show called Cacti Tasmania, which we hold once a year alongside a local flower show group. And there's a great bunch of vendors there selling some great plants, but also the display of plants that are hiding in people's gardens and hothouses and collections is really amazing. It's nice to see what's out there and what can be grown here in Tasmania. People always think of cactus as desert plants, but I think there's plenty out there that can handle our cooler climate and that do love a bit of water. They're not all just desert plants. And yeah, there's a bit of something for everyone in cactus, I think.